Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you part 2 of this, what I expect to be a 3-part replay between Kas and Grubby here on Metalopolis. You just missed there was a nuclear strike taking down the majority of Kas's probes. Kas does in fact have an expansion currently up and running, but both of them only having around, 8 harvesters at this stage in the game. Kas realizes that he needs to really push in and deal a lot of damage. We'll see, there is a single siege tank, and that siege tank does in fact have siege mode, but is not sieging just yet. This is going to be a definite problem. Those Colossi do in fact have that range upgrade, so able to shoot down those missile turrets without getting shot back. In comes some Vikings, so Vikings going to try to shoot down some of those Colossi, able to just start focusing down a little bit, and now in come those Stalkers. Stalkers getting pounded by that siege tank, taking 2 of those hits. Zealots now going to be trying to come up. That one supply depot is not raised, so those units will be able to in fact run up if in fact they need to. Now trying to shoot down that Observer trying to shoot it down, and now we have some Vikings trying to come in, trying to shoot down those Colossi. Colossi now once again moving back. They are Colossi because there are 2 of them. Now we have another siege tank trying to guard that front door. So 2 front door units, and those Colossi are now going to be forced to run to the back. No weapons upgrade, but they do have the range upgrade on those Colossi. We have a single command center being off over here. I'm assuming that Kas knows about this, as he was able to find that earlier command center over here. So he should in fact know about it, trying to find out where in fact it is going to be. Kas probably should have been sending an observer over here. Now we have some turrets being brought into play, and command center now trying to train up some more SCVs. Single observers sitting out over here as those Marines and Vikings and siege tanks trying to move out. So Grubby doing a really good job with that nuclear strike, really changing the whole entire pace of the game. Both players fairly even after Grubby's early attack force was taken out by Colossi and Immortals. But the nuclear strike trying to take down Kas really just slowed him down tremendously. Taking a look at all of these probes right now, taking a look at the income and the harvesters, 23 compared to 43, so Kas is definitely behind in terms of trying to gather minerals. Grubby now trying to go ahead and fortify his natural expansion over here, trying to get some turrets up. He should probably put some turrets up on this high ground as well, to make sure that none of those units are now coming in. Siege tanks now coming in. Siege tanks and Zealots trying to fight back out a little bit more. Colossi trying to come in, and those Vikings trying to shoot down those Colossi, but really bad positioning right here. No EMP, so that's going to really make those Immortals much more powerful. Vikings now trying to shoot down, able to take down one of those Colossi, another Colossi being left behind, but that Colossi will be taken down without any real issue as well. 3 Immortals, 2 Zealots being left, and that Colossi trying to run away from those Vikings. That Colossi will get taken down, taking a couple more hits. Down it goes, and really no one really... wow, Kas not trying to run back up to that high ground. Immortals now, or Stalkers now trying to come back in, trying to focus down those Vikings. Viking down to 55 hit points, as those 3 Vikings really trying to just come back into play, or trying to come back onto that high ground. Now, Grubby is in a little bit of a precarious situation, as the majority of his SCVs are sitting over here and have mined out the entire position. Now, Grubby trying to wall off this position over here, but it's not going to work out nearly as well, as there are going to be more Colossi being produced. No additional Colossi being produced at this stage in the game. Immortals are going to be trying to run up. Stalkers going to be trying to push in over here, and that's going to be really bad for Grubby at this stage in the game. Going to lose one of those SCVs, and now trying to walk up that ramp. SCV down to 4 hit points, and down it goes, and perhaps they're now going to try to run up and take down these supply depots. No, actually, yes, going to be trying to run up and take down those supply depots. Those Immortals should in fact be able to walk in. Why aren't they walking up the ramp? He's probably just trying to click into here, doesn't realize they are in fact walled in, and now those supply depots getting taken down so quickly by those Immortals. So able to take down so many of these buildings. Siege tanks and Marines now trying to come in as well. Very large army, and here comes in more units from Kas. We have an observer sitting over here by Kas as well, as those Immortals are sitting on that high ground. Medevacs trying to come into position, trying to heal some of those units. Stalkers, a single Medevac coming back into play, and now a single siege tank is going to get surrounded from that backhand side and get destroyed by those Zealots. So Kas doing a really good job. Orbital Command holding up a couple of those SCVs and now trying to run back away. Medevac now trying to run back down over here. Grubby in a really dangerous position, has a lot of SCVs, should probably start doing some long distance mining over here, as there's no real reason to saturate these minerals with so many SCVs, as only one of those SCVs can mine at a single time. Zealots now coming, or a single Zealot now coming in, gonna try to take down that SCV, but that command center will in fact be completed. Trying to run back away, that poor probe trying, or that poor observer trying to run back away, and now the Zealot's trying to focus down that one single turret. Turret's gonna, or that Zealot's gonna get taken down fairly quickly. Down it goes. SCV may in fact try to repair it. Orbital or planetary fortress may be a decent choice at this stage in order to... Wow, that's a lot of SCVs stacked on top of each other. The command center would probably be a decent idea, but wait, another nuclear launch detected, so another nuclear launch by Grubby's Ghost, and this is going to be a definite issue as there's no observer close by, and down it comes, in comes the EMP shockwave, going to lose a single photon cannon, loses 2 photon cannons, but does not destroy any workers. Single Ghost now still trying to run away. Is that Ghost going to be able to escape? Down to 765, able to escape just in the nick of time. More cannons trying to come into play. Perhaps the Grubby's Ghost will be able to shoot down that probe. Is he going to shoot it down? No, not shooting it down. He's trying to take down that one photon cannon. Photon cannon down to, what, 30, 40 hit points. And gonna get shot down, not gonna really work out for him as that Ghost is now trying to run away. Immortals and Stalkers in tow, trying to chase him down. Another command center being lifted back off over to the starting location at the 9 o'clock position. So another nuclear launch causing the stopping of the mining from over here. Taking a look at the income once again, 33 harvesters compared to 38. So very, very nice play coming in from Grubby. Grubby trying to really disrupt the mining. Grubby is still using Marines and Medevacs with Marauders. Not a very good counter towards those Colossi. Or actually no, only Immortals now. No Colossi being, or another Observer being produced, but no Colossi, as he's probably concerned about those Vikings. Stalkers and Immortals just continuing to run around that map. Ghost with EMP is a definite must at this stage in the game. Grubby not unloading those units, and I hear another nuclear launch. So another nuclear launch coming in from Grubby. Grubby with that Ghost, and gonna finish warping in over here, but is going to lose perhaps some of these cannons, if not all of them. Gonna come in, poor probe's gonna start mining just a second too early, and then gets taken down once again. So gonna try to take down those these last couple pylons. Pylon down to Pylon getting taken down. Stalker's now trying to come back in. Grubby's Ghost is going to get destroyed right there, and not enough energy to cloak. Even if he does, that's down it goes. Oh, down it goes. So that Ghost just dealing so much damage. Now some Hellions coming into play. Hellions do not have that upgrade, but are in fact torching a lot of those probes. Hellions is trying to do as much harassment as possible. Able to take down another one of those probes. Trying to run back around. Perhaps he will be able to toast even more here. Will he be able to get some more probe kills? No, unable to get any more probe kills. And unfortunately down it goes before that probe is, the rest of those probes are taken down. One silly Stalker was trying to shoot down his own Nexus. No points for base killing over here. Grubby now trying to take or repair his command center over here at the 9 o'clock position. Perhaps should upgrade it to Planetary Fortress. And that would be a very, very strong move, as those Zealots and those Stalkers would take a lot of damage from that Planetary Fortress. Sitting back over here, we have a large number of Medevacs, and Grubby's army sitting at 100 food. Meanwhile, Kas sitting at 114, but both players really not venturing forward too far. Hellions now once again making a move for that far side of the map. For some reason, not getting that in research of that Infernal Pre-Igniter. That Pre-Igniter would pretty much make it so that those Hellions are able to double shot any of those probes, which would be very, very strong at this stage in the game. Immortals and more Observers still being produced. Taking a look over here, those probes fully saturating one gold mine and partially saturating this gold mine over here, and we have an Observer or a probe now coming in. So probe is in fact going to be able to find that there is an expansion over here, and Kas is going to come over to try to deal with it. Medevacs and Marines and Marauders trying to move out once again. Marines sitting at a 1-1 upgrade. No armory that I can see, and with no armory meaning that there is not going to in fact be anything else, or sorry, no additional upgrades from that engineering bay. Now we have those Marines and Marauders trying to come in. Immortals coming in position as well. We'll see how this, if they're in fact going to use stim packs. The Immortals do not have any weapon upgrades, so this may actually work out fairly well. In comes the SCVs. Vikings need to come into that ground mode. Nice EMP shockwave hitting so many of those early ground units, and that's going to be a problem as Kas essentially took 100 damage across all of those units, but it does not look like it's going to be enough, as those Vikings and the sheer numbers of Kas is able to just push back this attack. Medevacs now trying to run back away, and it does not look like those Medevacs will be able to survive. Perhaps if Kas's Stalkers had blinked, they would have been able to shoot down some of those units. Grubby now trying to set up an additional expansion over here, and now all I have to say is stay tuned for part 3 and what I hope to be the conclusion of this replay. Perhaps I'll just run this replay just a little bit long in order to ensure that it will be a 3-part replay. So I'll stretch it out for another 30 seconds or so. Another Ghost coming into play. Ghost not being spotted by that Immortal. A little bit lucky. Oh, coming back around, taking some damage. Ghost trying to run away, trying to drop another nuclear missile, but Ghost down to 5 hit points. Still trying to run away, and now gonna turn around and get him killed right there. Stalkers, Immortals, and Zealots for Kaz. An expansion sitting over here by Grubby. Another command center being lifted off into this position, and only mining out of this position right now. Stay tuned for part 3 and the conclusion of this replay between Grubby and Kaz here on Metalopolis.